WWE is reportedly bringing back a former WWE superstar. Also, CM Punk reportedly has a meeting with WWE officials, but it's being debunked. We're going to talk about it all right here. Don't forget, I'm giving away the World Heavyweight Championship belt replica from WWEshop.com once I hit 100,000 subscribers. So go ahead and click subscribe today. All right, everybody, I want to kick things off with some Will Ospreay news. I'm getting the feeling that Will Ospreay is going to be in the headlines a lot until February 1st. It kind of seems like everybody believes he's going to AEW, which I've said time and time again, it does make a lot of sense. But Dave Meltzer's coming out and basically telling people do not rule it out whatsoever. He says you have to realize that they have to look out for their own business. Ospreay is on the way out of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he certainly teased WWE today because of him and Seth Rollins tweeting back and forth. I would not say anything is definite with Ospreay, but people who think it's like a guarantee it's AEW, and I know that they are, I just put it this way. WWE is absolutely in the picture, and I've said this before. But WWE, excuse me. I said this before, but WWE is in the picture. AEW is in the picture. It's whoever is going to give him the best offer, and he's going to go for both sides. And Rollins is a big one on that side. Obviously, AJ Styles would be a big one because he is a big fan of AJ Styles. On the other side, there's all kinds of matches, and then Meltzer goes on to list a couple of them. Here's the thing, right? I get this, right? Like, I understand the perfect fit for Will Ospreay in AEW. I understand the belief that Will Ospreay could be successful in WWE. I actually made a video on more Ango. I'm going to drop the video link in the description. You guys could hear what I say in depth. It's actually like really like, guys, just listen to the words that I'm talking about in that video. I talk about why I love the tweeting back and forth and how this guy is doing what's best for business. And that's by getting people to talk about him. It's a whole video on that. Go ahead and check it out. WWE reportedly had a meeting with CM Punk. However, it is being debunked, and this is where we'll just see what the hell happens, but I really want to talk to you guys about this. So Boozer Wrestling came out and said Punk was recently scheduled for a call with a few board members. Backstage feeling is that it's happening. It doesn't mean that it's done. I am waiting for the follow-up on the call. It should be the last step before things go down. Now, he says, pace yourselves. These few weeks will be a ruckus, lots of teases and TVs and social. They will milk it like crazy, so enjoy it until I get a solid answer. However, Sean Ross Sapp, on the other hand, had come out and said something very interestingly. And he says, and again, this is just what he's saying based on who he's speaking to. He says that people in WWE have told him no. Then Ibu of Wrestle Purist, and I really hope I pronounce his name correctly, Backup Hangman on Twitter, actually comes out and says, Booze, I don't know why you're doing this, but I just asked about this from someone on CM Punk's side, and it was denied. He also goes on to say, I really hate to burst people's bubbles, but I reached out to sources that would know on CM Punk's side, and they deny that this situation has taken place. As of today, CM Punk returning to WWE as Survivor Series specifically is not set to happen. This is crazy, obviously. And then Sean Ross even comes out and says that Ibu is well connected in this situation. Look, this is crazy, right? CM Punk having a meeting could make a lot of sense. CM Punk not having a meeting could make a lot of sense. There is going to be a very fun Survivor Series weekend. And leading up to it, it is going to be chaotic. We know this. We know that people are talking about CM Punk, and we know that people think CM Punk is headed to WWE, and we know that there's people coming out and reporting that, hey, WWE is rejecting this. If we apply some logic here, I don't think WWE is going to outright come to Fightful or anybody and tell them that CM Punk is coming. I don't think they would do that. I also don't disagree with the idea of CM Punk's camp telling people, yeah, this is not happening. I could see that being a possibility as well. The thing is, people need to really have expectations here and have the correct expectations. WWE has not announced CM Punk. Therefore, WWE not announcing CM Punk, you cannot be mad at WWE for that. You cannot be mad because of what Boozer and Sean and all of these other individuals talk about. At the end of the day, they hear things from their sources, and we'll see what's true. I would love CM Punk to be back in WWE. I would love CM Punk to be back in wrestling in general. I do not like the way his career ended. But at the same time, too, if it doesn't happen at Survivor Series, or if it doesn't happen at Royal Rumble, if it doesn't happen at WrestleMania, if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be bothered by it because WWE never told us. Yes, they're teasing it and they're leaning into it, and I think that's a problem. But at the end of the day, they're not misadvertising us. With that being said, did a meeting really go down? I don't know. Is CM Punk coming back to WWE? I don't know. Am I intrigued by all of this chaos? Absolutely. CM Punk's got people talking. He's teasing things. WWE's teasing things. They're all leaning into it, and I think it's pretty enjoyable. Now, hopefully, we all get the beautiful ending to the story, but we'll find out if that's the case. WWE is reportedly bringing back Sarray. This is very interesting. Just a couple days ago, Mike Johnson had reported that formerly known as Sarray, in Japan, she's known as Suri. She was in negotiations to return to the United States to perform. And per a source in Japan, it was noted that she was not said to be in deep contract negotiations with WWE. It was expected that it was a different company. We talked about this on this channel, but now there seems to be a little bit more talk about Sarray. And Sean Ross Sapp on the Fightful Crown Jewel post show, he actually said that WWE were working on potentially bringing back Sarray. Boozer Wrestling also confirmed that to be true. So again, when it comes to these reports and stuff, I mean, look, people are going to kind of pick what they want to believe in as long as it fits their narrative. But when people collectively are coming out with the same information, I think that's pretty much a sign that, like, hey, you can think of this pretty much being a lock. It doesn't mean that Sarray is in fact coming to WWE, but obviously WWE's got something cooking with Io Sky and Kairi Sane and Damage Control. There's a lot to be said there, a lot to be done there. If WWE brings in Sarray, I think that's amazing. She's a fantastic talent. On NXT 2.0, whoever's decision it was, they put her in like the dumbest freaking gimmick in the world, and people don't care. So I like what they're doing with Kairi Sane. I like what they've been doing with Asuka. I like what they've been doing with Bianca Belair. I like what they've been doing with Damage Control. I like all these little things happening. Yeah, maybe Sarray might not get the biggest pop on the main roster, but with good storytelling and good matches, you can get the crowd to get them over. Like you can win them over, and I think that's important. So Sean Ross Sapp believes that they are potentially bringing her in. Boozer confirms that it's true. Kind of falls in line with what Mike Johnson said of PW Insider days ago, but Mike Johnson was basically saying that it was not supposed to be WWE. So who knows? It's going to be crazy, guys, but I'm going to keep you updated, and I'm going to give you guys my opinions like I always do. I want to know your opinions, though. So go ahead and drop a comment down below, or you could even join the Discord server with the link in the description. Don't forget, I'm giving away this championship belt at 100K, so go ahead and click subscribe.